Can you make a cheese plate with ingredients sourced only from your local Target? Now, I love Target, and you love Target too, probably. I mean, who doesn't like Target, really? But it shouldn't really be your first pick to get stuff to make cheese plates for. However, what if you happen to be there and you have the call of duty to make a charcuterie plate? Well, how well can you do? Here's the haul. Good and Gatherer is a Target brand, so we'll see how that is. And surprisingly, Target did actually have a very small selection of artisan and import cheeses. So let's see what we can do with it. First off, we'll do all our prep work. We'll cut up those cheeses and the salami. So this is an Italian style dry salami made by Columbus out of California. You'll see this brand in a bunch of different stores all over the United States. It's definitely a step above your generic grocery store salamis, but it falls a little short of artisan, but it'll do us just fine. These hard salamis can be difficult to cut by hand, so just take it slow and watch those fingers. Next is the Target brand smoked cheddar. General rule of thumb is that grocery store brand cheese is always bad. It was no exception here. This is Sartori Bellavitano. This one is a very good Wisconsin-made cheese that is really available. You'll see it all over the place in the United States. We are also gonna cheat a little bit here with this trail mix. We got this because it has a bunch of different ingredients all in one bag, so we can just separate everything out and lay them out real nice on our board. And we also have some freeze-dried cinnamon apple slices. We kind of have a fall theme on our board, so I thought this would be a nice addition. Target has a great selection of housewares, so I picked up this nice little stone plate for just like $15. Target has a very poor selection of crackers. It was basically saltines, wheat thins, or Triscuits. So I just opted for Triscuits here. We'll just shingle them out across the top of our board. I'm gonna do the exact same thing with our salami. Hand cut salami like this is gonna be a bit too thick to fold nicely or anything like that. So we'll just shingle it and kind of overlay it, give it some height. And the crackers and salami will make kind of a nice border to keep everything from falling off the plate. Then we'll put down our Bellavitano. This happens to be the Merlot soaked one. Then we're gonna put down our Chèvre. This is nice and soft, so we didn't really need to cut it up. This is pumpkin spice flavor. It is the season for that. And lastly, on the right, we'll stick down the really awful Target brand smoked cheddar. The Bellavitano on the left's a bit wider, so I'm just gonna put 2 rows down of the smoked cheddar, try and have a sort of balance there. Seriously, skip all of the Target brand cheese. They had Manchego and Gruyere imported cheeses here in the United States, which would have just been like way better. Wish I had gone that way, but now you know the Target cheese is not worth the purchase. So I separated all that trail mix. I'm just gonna lay down some pretty plain Jane almonds, and then these little fruits here are blueberries and cranberries that are dried. So the one good Target brand item I got was the freeze-dried cinnamon apple slices. These were really tasty, looked really pretty. They'd pair well with the smoked cheddar over here, so I'm just gonna lay them down. Grabbing that trail mix was a pretty easy, convenient, and cheap solution. However, it just wasn't seasoned very well. Like, the nuts didn't taste very great. There was a very small amount of cashews in the bag. Pretty much just see all the cashews that were in the whole package I put on the plate. I guess I just prefer saltier nuts. But all in all, it really wasn't that bad. And it all laid out on the plate really nice, as you can see. And actually, this cheese plate turned out way nicer than I was expecting. I had pretty low hopes For artisan cheese at Target, I was pleasantly surprised to find a little bit hiding in there, and it ended up being pretty cheap as well. I also had a bunch of leftovers of pretty much everything except for the pumpkin chèvre, which was just okay, by the way. I thought I'd check it out, but you'd be better off getting a plain chèvre and some sort of pumpkin jam. I think that'd probably be something you could find at Target. So yeah, you can totally make a half decent cheese board from Target. I mean, it'll be the last one that I ever make, but I got this sweet plate there at least, and it won't be the last time I ever visit my local Target. And I wonder if Walmart can do better. Stay tuned. Be well and be fancy.